This is George, a young man some of you have seen, Jorge, who lives in a who had lived since age 2 in a neuropsychiatric hospital in Paraguay. And I went down there one day and I saw this boy, he's 17 years old. They said he had autism. Autism is the big excuse nowadays to punish people, okay? It's called ABA. And there's lots of money that accompanies it. I asked the superintendent, the psychiatrist in charge of the neuropsychiatric hospital, why is he in the jail cell? And he said, well, he has autism. You know? If that were the definition, we all need to be in a jail cell. 17 years old, in that cell since age 2. Age 2. Little baby, age 2. Some doctor, some interdisciplinary team, he's got autism, man, sorry. Put him away. Put him away, he's my little boy. No, but you must. It's the neuropsychiatric hospital. Sounds pretty fancy to me. And there it is. What do? There may be no one in a cell where you work, but there's people in their bedrooms. Okay? And then we said, well, it's their choice. Well, the psychiatrist said, in a sense, it was his choice. He has autism. The parents are poor, mother, father, sister, $600 a year in income. This program is $1 a day, $360 a year. Okay, what are the two most important words? Safe and what? Safe and love. Coffee and cookies are pretty good, but you won't give them. And it's easier to give coffees and cookies than it is to give love. I would give the cookies so I would have a chance to give the love. So as you're eating your cookie, you sit down next to him and chit-chat. Tell him he's a good boy. Tell him you're proud of him. Tell him you're just like my son. Touch his face. Tactile defensive. Touch his face softly. Teach him your hand is a good hand, so he doesn't have to pass his life with no human contact. And, you know, I'm not a fool. I thought, I'm going to sit on, the floor is black because of years and years of poop, okay? So, wear your jeans to work. And I thought, well, I'll sit here and just reach out. And he's reaching out to me. Is that a good sign? It's good. I turn to talk to somebody, he hits the bars. That's like sibling rivalry. I thought you were paying attention to me. Now you're talking to him. 2 seconds and he gets angry. So you have to concentrate and be careful and be good. There's a hunger. You know what a hunger is? When you have had no food for many days, there's a hunger to eat. And metaphorically, the same hunger is sort of in our hearts to feel safe and loved. So that's our secret. Even though he's quite violent, he hungers. It's like, okay, no, you're kidding. He can't. He bites, he smears poop, he does this, he does that. He hungers to feel safe and loved. That's his bed, it's made out of cement. The hole on the right is where he defecates and urinates. And there's no sewer, there's no water. It just sits in there. You know, people, well, he's got human rights, he shouldn't be there, blah, blah, blah. It's all true, but he is there. There's someone in your building now who's not in an ugly, filthy condition like that, but who is marginalized. Okay? So anyway, 20, 30 minutes later, when Johnny gets the courage, when I felt comfortable, we unlocked the door. He ran around for a couple seconds, like someone else we know, you know, big circles, and then sat down. There was a tin cup that I got someone to put some water in, and I was afraid to ask where the water came from, and we both drank it. They say, he knows how to drink out of a cup. I said, I know, but I want to give it to him. Giving, to be able to receive something is good. It's part of moral development. He's naked, so I'm a good Catholic boy. I put a blanket on his crotch. Okay? But I'm certainly not going to dress him because that'll take a lot of fighting. When he gets nervous, he does this with his hand and looks at it. His eyes bulge out. My little theory is, when you've been isolated like that, this becomes your family. This might be Big Bird, Bert, Ernie, Cookie Monster. No, seriously. I saw somebody this week at one of your institutes who had Big Bird, you know? You can become mentally ill by not having connectedness with others. Okay, there is a God. Even if you're an atheist, let me know that there is a God, okay? Because of this story I'm going to tell you. I left that place and I was dejected. And I thought, what a waste. You know, not that I had done anything, but what a waste of his life, of 600 other people in that place, their lives. About 6 months later, I got an email, and it said, I am so-and-so, and I hear you work with Jorge, George. And it was his sister. She was studying nursing in Paraguay, and she had to do a rotation in the psychiatric hospital to learn psychiatric nursing. Be a great place to learn to be a good nurse. And she asked the superintendent the same thing I asked. Why is that boy in a jail cell? And he said, well, he has autism. And she asked, may I see his records? She started to remember, and she didn't know why, when she was a little girl, her mother, told her, you have a big brother who we put away when he was 2 or 3 years old. And it turned out to be her brother. Okay? So you atheists, there is a God. Or there's really good luck. Okay? And she went home that night, very poor, $600 a year family, and they all cried. And the old way, and it's not so old, it's even today, physicians, if they see a baby with a disability, will tell the mother, put him away, make another baby. Okay, that's typical all over the world. So don't say, well, why did they put him there? They put him there because Dr. So-and-so said that's where he should go and make another baby. Just keep trying. It's like a casino. And they all cried, because they were talking about this long-lost son, brother. And she said, can't we bring him home? They live in a mud shack that was better than the neuropsychiatric hospital. So they brought him home.